Hi guys, this is a collective message. So this is more about letting go. Message is the same. It's for the same collective of my last two videos. The collective who are just starting their spiritual journey. You may not know that you are actually on a spiritual journey at this point in your life, actually. But if you're getting this, then you probably are. So congratulations. Letting go. So if you're seeing me for the first time, my name is Aaliyah. I'm a psychic empath. What am I? Past life regressionist, medium, channel, all the things. So letting go. I've made two videos about it. If you're interested, you can go and listen to them. There were two right before this one. I'm just trying to get back to my thought. So I was going to talk about why it's necessary to let go, because of course you are going to get to the point where you're starting to let things go, or you're having to let things go, and you don't want to, because who wants to let go of their best friend? Who wants to let go of, their sister or their brother or their cousin? Who wants to let go of hanging out? It's like a change. So you're not going to want to, but you are. And you may have such a hard time struggling with letting go, because again, you're not going to want to. You are. It just comes to a point where you can't anymore. The vibrations are just too off. So you have to let go, because doing this certain thing or interacting with these certain people just don't align anymore. And I call it nails in the chalkboard. You just can't do it. The reason you have to let go, though, and again, you are, but the reason you have to is because you are no longer aligned. It's not that you are no longer aligned to the person, which is true, but you are no longer aligned to a lot of things. As you progress on this awakening, your thought patterns will be different. The way you move will be different. The way you think will be different. How you see the world will be different. And that's okay. It doesn't mean that the people or the things that you let go, there's anything wrong with them. Doesn't mean that. It doesn't mean that you're better than them. Doesn't mean that. It just means that your frequency no longer matches. And you now have to let those people, places, things go, because they were taking up space. So once you let what no longer vibrates and aligns or serves you go, that leaves open space. And that's what we're looking for. We're looking for, now we have the open space. So now your guides, source, God, what have you, your higher self, can fill it with what's new, what it needs to be filled with. So that's why I say you're going to have to let it go. You can be resisting it. I don't care how long you resist it. It's going to get to a point where you just cannot resist it anymore. And once you let go, you free up the space for new people. You free up the space for new places and new things. That is your part of your awakening. It just is. So that's why it's important to let go. And it's important to, if you can, let go on your terms. That way you kind of have closure to it. Again, like I keep saying, you're going to let it go. You're not going to be able to hold on to it. So if you don't let it go on your terms, it's just going to go on someone else's terms. And what I mean by it might be a fight. Something might happen. This club that you just love and you just know it doesn't vibrate with you anymore, but all your friends are there, your favorite DJ's there, your favorite people are there, and you refuse to let it go. Maybe something will happen. I'm not, I don't want to be the bearer of bad news or the harbinger of something negative. But whatever the case may be, your spirit guides, your higher self, source God, will make it so that you have to let it go. So maybe something will happen at that club where you cannot go back. And now you don't have closure on that. So the choice is yours. But if you don't make a move, they will. It's just the way it is. So, yeah. So that's one of the things that you probably are going through right now. You may not even be aware that you are needing to let people go. You may just be getting irritated with some people or places, but still doing the thing because you're just so used to doing the thing. Yeah. It's a bumpy road. I'm not going to even lie. And it's meant to be bumpy because it's meant to shake you up. So we'll talk about more about what you should be seeing and just these beginning stages of this awakening. So yeah, we'll talk more. Usually the people that are in my collective are in the thick of their awakening or towards the end. But for some reason, I got turned around now, and now they're telling me to focus on the newly, people who are about to be awakened and initiated. So, congratulations. And I'm smiling because it's a wild ride. But you're up for it, and you can do it.